What's up, everyone? This is Joe, the 50 something Dasher, recapping another day in the life of a DoorDash delivery driver. However, there is not very much to tell today because I kind of ended things before they even really got started today. Because of this reason or that reason or this or that. It was just one of those days where I shut things down early, and I had a couple other things that I wanted to do today, and I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it and shut it down. But we'll go over what did happen today. Um, I think part of the problem was I think I just woke up too early. I stayed up last night. I watched the Commanders win. I watched that whole game. It's pretty crazy. I still don't agree with all those fourth down tries that Dan Quinn decided to go for it too many times on fourth down when they were in field goal range. I didn't agree with that, but hey, it was still, pulled out the victory. And hopefully one of these days we can go back to being the Redskins instead of the Commanders. Thank you very much. Um, but so I I was up late and then I woke up early. I woke up like at 5 o'clock this morning or a little after, so I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And went to the bathroom and I thought about laying back down and getting more sleep, but this was my only day to do gig work this week because Saturday my wife and I were both off and we did some shopping together. We went to the movies. Um, did a couple things around the house, so that was our day off together. Yesterday I worked at the W2, and so today was the only day. So that's why I didn't lay back down because I was kind of anxious to do some gig work and my only day to do it. Well, that kind of backfired on me. So logged in just after 6 o'clock. It took about a half hour before I saw anything on either app. Here's the first thing I saw at 6:35, and you see how this was not exclusive. This $24 8 mile Walmart two orders. I was probably going to. I was actually shooting a personal journal video when this came across, and if I would have got this order, I could have. I probably didn't have to hurry up and finish my video because I can't. I've talked about this before at Walmart. They don't start handing out orders till 7, and it's not going to take me 25 minutes to get there. So if I would have gotten this, I could have waited here in the apartment another 10 minutes and then gone towards Walmart. But I clicked on the match button and then everything just disappeared on me. So at least would deliver that and maybe some of the other apps like it'll tell you that, well, you didn't get it, it went to somebody else. This didn't, there was nothing. I just clicked on that match and then that disappeared off my screen, and then I just nothing. I'm back to the screen just waiting on an order. So I mean, so much for that offer. Um, then a few minutes later, or just a minute later, or whatever, I get this, and I go ahead and take this order. 1675. 12 miles, only three items. So let's do it. Um, Going a little bit out east, but also south, and uh, but anyway, and I'll get to that. But here's the three items. Can't get much easier than this. Pop Tarts, and then two packs of pop. So I mean, had this shopped in no time. I go to head to the customer. This was I start driving towards Lockbourne, and then I get onto 23 South, heading towards like Circleville, Chillicothe for about like 3-4 miles. And then this I'm not I've gone that direction a couple different times, but it's rare that I deliver down, south, in that area off of 23. But this was, I noticed in the instructions, this was delivering to a trailer at night. And I was like, oh crap. I mean, am I going to have problems here seeing the trailer numbers? Or, I put my glasses on when I got stopped at a light, and proceeded to the delivery. Didn't have any problems at all. Pulled into this trailer park, went past the first few trailers, and then I started like looking, and I was able to see all the numbers, and pulled right up to this customer. This was a younger guy, very super, met me outside, super extremely nice, polite, easy as could be delivery on this one. So I delivered that at 7-Eleven, and there you see 8.75 from DoorDash, $8 tips, 16.75, easy. So I start heading back, and I think I get all the way back. I did get all the way back to Meyer, park my car in the parking lot, just for like a second. And I get this 550, 3.5 miles, McDonald's, coming back home. McDonald's is just across the street. I had to go to the bathroom, as always, 45 times a day I have to pee. Yeah, let's do it. I'll go to McDonald's. I'll get to pee there, pick up the order, come home. Um, and so I only did 3 deliveries, and only the first one had like no issues whatsoever. So this one went to the nursing home next door to me, and so I no real problems with the pickup. So I get to the nursing home, and there's a specific room number I'm supposed to drop this off at. Okay, and no problems. Well, yes, there was. I go through the first set of doors. It's a double doors, and then but the second set is locked. Okay, great. I think, probably don't open those doors to, I would imagine, 8 or 9 a.m., something like that. And so on my right against the wall is two different buttons that I could push. There was like a doorbell button. I pressed that first. And then there was another one. It looked like some kind of intercom. And I pressed each one of those. And nobody is answering those. Nobody's coming to the door. I see a housekeeper uh, a little ways away, but that housekeeper still could have and maybe should have seen me standing there. And so I'm not getting anywhere. Okay, so what I do is, and I kind of, folks, I dropped the ball on this one, I think. But so I sent a message. It's really brief. It just says, I should have said good morning. I just said, hi, lobby doors are locked. You know. And then there you see, I waited 2 full minutes for some kind of response. And then I'm sorry, but I just dropped it off at those double doors. So what I did was I sent a picture, as you see here, in the chat. I closed the chat out, and then took another picture, for my leave at the door picture in the app. and then I took off. I did not call the customer. And, I know it sounds bad that I didn't try to make a phone call, but it's not the best customer service. It's not good customer service at all. I, it is what it is. I felt bad after I left. I just dropped the ball on that one, but it just and I don't know. At some point, I need to kind of get over all because I have all my expectations of okay, so as a delivery driver, I try to take I all the steps that I need to take to be a good delivery driver. Yeah, if that makes sense. I go to the restaurant. I go directly to the restaurant or store in a timely manner. I don't mess around. I pick up the order, shop the order, whatever the case. Go directly to the customer, follow the instructions. I'm doing my due diligence on this order. And where I'm getting at here is I just feel like there's a responsibility to the customers should be doing that as well. That's just my opinion. And so for me personally, I know other dashers are probably different, but for me personally, it just kind of gets like frustrating and aggravating. And because I get kind of a little, man, why is the customer, why, okay. the the customer, you're placing an order on here. You should know what a driver has to go through to deliver you an order. Okay, if we all know if there's like a gate requiring a code, you give the driver the gate code. The customer needs to be proactive in helping to facilitate this delivery and whatever obstacles there may be. They should know what all the obstacles are. Okay? That you would think the customer would know, hey, this facility, they don't open their doors until 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. Oh, hey, I'm placing this order at 7:30 in the morning. Oh, the doors don't open till 9. Oh, okay, guess what? They're not going to just be able to come into the doors. I need to give them additional instructions. Okay? And you run into this like time and time again. And then, like I said, and then my problem that I need to try to work on here, I need to work on myself here and not just blame the customers all the time. But I need to realize that the not all of these customers, they for whatever reason, they just aren't on top of things like you would hope that they would be. I try to be on top of things. Okay, most of these customers are not. Okay, no, they didn't leave the additional instructions about the doors being locked. They didn't respond to this message that I sent. It is what it is. I should still call them. Even though I'm probably in the right by just, hey, you didn't leave me an instruction. I'm just leaving this at the door, at the double doors then. It's not my fault. And you know, you could do that and I did it, but is that the best course of action for this order? No, it wasn't. I should have called. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. I probably rambled too much about this order anyway, but I dropped it off. Didn't hear back anything on that order, so whatever. I got another offer like right away. Well, here's the pay on that: $2 and 3.50 tip. Got another offer right away. 1675, 7 miles. Meyer, 6 items. Um, Going east, but now this looks like it looks far on this map. But it really wasn't. I mean, it looks like it's going out of the country, but this was actually a Grove City address. I just barely left the zone to deliver this. So this, yeah, as far as all that goes, okay. So um, on that first order, I didn't say, how long it took me start to finish, but we'll do it on this order. Uh, 6 items. I said that, the last order in this one didn't go perfectly. The problem with this was the list. I On my way to Meyer, I just glanced at this list. I saw the meatloaf mix. I didn't, just glancing at it, I didn't see that 1 pound. I just saw Meyer meatloaf mix, and I was hoping that that was like a packet of seasoning, is what I was thinking. But no, this was like a pound of, I mean, basically like a pound of hamburger meat. And the package said on it meatloaf mix. Like, what the heck? I don't know that I've ever seen this before, ever heard of it. I mean, it's just in the picture or whatever. It just looked like a pound of hamburger to me. I don't know what would be different about it. I don't know. I go to the meat department, and naturally they don't have that. And I've never I've shopped at Meyer for DoorDash orders like what 5,000 times or whatever. I don't remember ever seeing that. I've shopped for hamburger countless times. I've never seen that before. So I don't know. Fortunately, uh, there was the option to just refund it. The other tricky thing was the Ben and Jerry's ice cream and tonight dough. I couldn't find it. They had 1,000 different Ben and Jerry's, and they don't have that one. You kidding me? So I'm like, how could they not have this? And I walked down like another like section or two over, and I found like the non-dairy version of it. I think this was just supposed to be the regular. I'm almost sure. I could be wrong. But let's scan the non-dairy, and it wouldn't scan. It was just barcode unrecognized or whatever it said. And I just, again, with my not the best customer service here in the world, but I didn't check with the customer on this or anything, or I just where I clicked on I have the correct item and took a picture of that, and that's the one that they got. I don't know. For all I know, the tonight dough maybe it just is in the non-dairy and not the dairy I don't know. See what I mean about this? It just wasn't my day today. Those other 3 items I found okay, and delivered this order, and you know delivered it at 8:16, 675 and $10 tips. All total, what is this? This is 14, so half hour. Half hour made 1675. Pretty good. Um, and then that was it. That was my last order. I got some other orders, but here's probably the worst one of the morning. 1325 for over 14 miles going. You see here close to Upper Arlington, And shopping 11 items, absolutely not. Um, and then I think at this point, my wife's I was parked at Meyer. My wife's wanted something from inside the store, so I went in the store to shop. And a couple of these last offers I was declining, like from inside Meyer. Uh, didn't feel like messing with another $5 McDonald's order, so decline this. Um, and we'll hold on to that because I'll get it again. $6, 6.5 miles decline. That's going south. 8:37. So here's that one again. 8 minutes later, there's that same order, and they just added 75 cents to it. So still not taking it. Decline. Um, $16, 12 miles, 16 items, decline. And I pretty much, given up at this point. Went ahead and logged off at 8:44. Um, and I mean, dollars to time here and everything. I mean, I did good for the little amount of time I was logged in. So $39 in like 2 hours and 40 minutes, but you know, probably over a half hour of that was the first half hour where I was just sitting here at home, and some of that time I was sitting in the Meyer parking lot and shopping in the store. So I mean, as you see here, I was only active for an hour and 23 minutes to make the $39. So that was really good as far as that goes. Drove 38 miles, so I just barely met goal on miles to money. Barely. And now at 3,498 deliveries. And that is it. I wanted to. I seen advertisements for the Burger King, like the sandwiches that's on like the toast instead of the bun. I don't even know what the sandwiches are even called. But I decided I want that for lunch here at 11. And then shortly after 1, I got to take my car to the dealership for an appointment for an oil change. So those were the things I have going on here shortly. And that is it for now. And we'll go back to the W-2 work week, tomorrow, Tuesday through Friday, W-2. And live to dash another day. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there. At least until all this snow finally gets melted, whenever that is. And thanks again. That's it for now.